everybody.
Hi, friends. Well, from gorgeous autumn in Salt Lake City, Utah.
It's Thank God I'm Atheist.
Where we, a couple of dopey atheists, just try to make sense out of our tumbling toward hell.
I'm Frank Feldman.
And I'm Dan Beecher.
And coming up on the show today, Dan, we're going to be talking about the rapture that wasn't. Thing that
it seems not to have happened.
The big event this week that didn't happen, but boy, TikTok and everywhere else kind of went nuts about it.
Oh my God.
And
it exploded.
So we're going to get into that because how could we not?
How could we not?
That's just good fodder for two non-believers. Dan.
Yeah.
But first, before we get to that, there are some things we need to talk about, Dan. Some news happened this week. And this wasn't actually this week. I passed on this story last week. And
then you thought better of it.
And then I thought about it a little bit more. And I was like, you know what? The reason that I don't want to do this story is not a good reason to not do the story.
Okay.
Which is that I find the story to be slightly funny. And it's not a funny story. Not really.
I'll bet it is a funny story. I know that you like to be proper and not find things funny that are dark and whatever, but I'm going to guess that we got some funny here.
Well, you know that song, Dan, Jesus Take the Wheel?
No, not really, but I'm aware that there is a song.
You know that it exists, right?
Yes.
I'm aware. Yeah, it's about a young woman. The lyrics are sort of, well, it's sung by, what's her name? Carrie Underwood.
Oh.
And the lyrics are sort of a young woman driving in a car. She hits some black ice. And like,
oh my God, I thought you said black guys. And I was like, what the hell is happening right now? Black ice.
Okay,
good.
Things haven't been going so great in her life, right? She's got a kid in the back seat. Yeah. Sounds like maybe she's a single mom.
Yeah.
She's going to her family's for like a holiday. I think is how it goes. She hits some black ice, spins, and lets go of the wheel and says, Jesus, take the wheel. And then it goes into the chorus, blah, 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 blah. And then there's another verse, and then Jesus, take the wheel, blah, 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 blah. Anyway.
Wait, what happened to the woman? Is she okay? I don't know the answer.
Well, Jesus took the wheel, Dan.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
She's great.
So now she's dead.
Yeah. No,
and in heaven.
It's actually autobiographical for Carrie Underwood. Like, everything's going great. It's her story. Didn't you know this?
I don't believe you.
Well, anyway, the songwriter, the guy who wrote it, co-wrote it, Brett James, he died in a plane crash. And that's basically the punchline.
Who took the wheel?
Yeah. Who? I saw the headline. I laughed, felt badly, said, "Oh, I couldn't possibly do that story on the podcast because I don't like making fun when people die."
Was the headline Jesus take the yoke?
Jesus did not take the yoke, sadly.
Oh, man.
It did not go as well for Brett James as it did for the protagonist of that song.
No.
But they won a fucking Grammy for that song. Did you know that?
No, I don't pay attention to anything.
It was
in music.
The best country song.
Yeah.
That year.
Well, that doesn't surprise me. I'm not.
It's not hard to be the best country song. Is that what you're saying? It doesn't
feel like it to me. As a person who doesn't appreciate country music, it seems I wouldn't know how to judge best in modern pop country music.
Well, he joined the list of musicians who've died in small planes. Like,
well, you got the Big Bopper.
The Big Bopper, that's the big famous one. You know,
along with Richie Valens and the
other one.
The other one.
Yeah,
I want to say Elvis Costello, but that's not right.
Elvis
Roy
Costello.
Orbison. Was that who it was?
No, Dan, no.
I don't know.
But Yeah. So I don't know. If I was in the music industry, I would never get on a small
no, absolutely
single
not.
engine plane.
It's not
ever.
safe for musicians. That much is clear.
But they have not learned their lessons. And yeah, so Jesus didn't help him out as his vehicle.
It was Buddy Holly.
Buddy Holly.
I knew it was a guy with glasses. That's what I was going with. Buddy Holly.
Literally had people screaming at their podcast listening devices.
Yes, exactly.
On that one.
Sorry if you already sent the email telling me that it was Buddy Holly. I'm pausing
right now to tell those two idiots it's Buddy Holly. Well, this time it was Brett James. Very sad.
I mean, Buddy Holly and Elvis Costello are basically the same if you look at them. I'm just saying, visually speaking.
I guess.
Anyway, all right. Well, I'm gonna fly us in a small plane across the pond to Portugal. I know that you're aware of the existence of a little hamlet called Fatima.
Oh yeah,
famous for many reasons.
Yeah,
not the least of which is a whole Catholic miracle thing that happened there.
Yeah.
Well, here's another Catholic thing that happens there. Apparently, it's been going on. This is its 10th year, and that is the blessing of the helmets. Apparently, European motorcyclists converge on Fatima one time a year, and we're talking 180,000 motorcyclists.
It's like Sturgis,
right?
Yeah,
I did look it up. Sturgis is bigger.
Sturgis is how many show up for Sturgis?
Like 500 to 750,000 people.
You're kidding me.
And Sturgis is a town of like 7,000 people normally.
I heard that it's like insanity, but like that many?
Yeah. It's crazy.
Oh. Okay. Anyway, so it's the
European Sturgis.
Mini Sturgis.
But instead of like everybody, getting drunk and showing their titties or whatever, it's you go and get your helmet blessed by the priest who then extends the blessings and safety offered by the Holy Virgin who appeared at Fatima.
That's wild. That's kind of, maybe that's why the numbers are smaller.
180,000 is no small shakes.
Yeah, but there's no titties. No.
I mean, there's probably still titties. Let's be real.
Well, that's fascinating, Dan. So that they get their helmets blessed, and then they're good to go.
And then, how could they possibly die after that? They're
Jesus
safe.
Take the wheel at that point.
Jesus take the handlebars, and off they go, riding into the. According to Portugal's National Road Safety Authority, in 2024, more than almost 10,000 motorcyclists were involved in crashes.
Oh, no.
And that's Portugal. Portugal's not a big country.
Well, the reason for that, Dan, is that they drink wine mixed with Coke and in large quantities.
Do they actually? Is that where that comes from?
And not enough tapas, right? They're not. Huh? What?
Can I just tell you that red wine mixed with Coke is devastatingly good.
Yeah, it's great. I've had it.
It's so good. And I don't know why. There's no way that should work. I say it's devastatingly good because I am devastated that it is good.
Yeah.
It tastes like sangria. It is.
It's
try
good.
it at home. You will be as mad as I am that it is as delicious as it is.
No, I went to a Basque festival.
Oh.
And they had calimocho, which I think is what they called it, calimocho. That might have been a different drink, but I'm pretty sure that was red wine and Coke. And I was like, well, when you're at a Basque festival, you got to try the Basque things.
Yeah.
And I was just like, this is fantastic.
I was like, there's no way. This is a terrible idea. I'm going to try it just to make fun of you for suggesting to me that I try it.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh my God, why is that good? Why is that so good?
That's what I'm saying. They're drunk on this shit.
Yeah.
And they're like going out and 10,000
then they get on their bikes. Yeah.
Are careening into things with their blessed helmets.
Yeah.
Or maybe not. Maybe these are the ones that aren't blessed, Dan. Maybe they need more blessing.
This is the point.
Yeah.
That's the presumption, I think. I think what they presume is. And several of these people go back every year. Because they lived another year. They're
still okay.
They're still fine.
Worked.
It's clearly working.
But it's blessing the helmet. It's not blessing their driving. So if they get in an accident, the helmet is protecting them.
Absolutely.
Better.
But we don't know. We don't know what old Mary has up her sleeve. It could be that the helmet, as placed over the head, now gives the brain a better ability to judge the road.
Maybe. That's clever.
It could spill down to the whole body. You don't know. These blessings are very mysterious.
Yeah.
So
I was going to ask to see the traumatic brain injury statistics for Spain.
0.
If they're any lower than they are here.
For Portugal, I think.
Portugal. Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
No, they don't have any. That's the thing. People die of their motorcycle injuries, but never the head injuries. Those are always protected because of Fatima.
Oh no. Oh, the whole Coke and wine thing. I was thinking Spain. I don't know if they do that in Portugal.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, everybody.
Oh no, you guys.
I did the horrible, unforgivable thing of just kind of
they're
being dismissive about Portugal.
Let me tell you something.
Just that Spain. They speak.
We live in the United
Spanish.
States of America. Okay, all of Europe is a country to us.
I'm talking about the Basque region. Fuck me. Oh God.
I didn't correct you. I because I don't know if there are Portuguese Basques. I don't know if Basqueness extended into Portugal. So I didn't correct you.
It doesn't. I know. It extends into France.
Oh, okay.
Not into.
It goes the other way.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's how it works. All right. Dan.
Somebody's firing off another email now. Okay. Let us know about
so
Basques.
Angry. So mad. Oh.
No, just friendly corrections.
Yeah. All right. Dan, Peter Thiel. You know the name Peter Thiel, right?
Oh, I wish I didn't.
Good.
I don't like that I know the name Peter Thiel. Peter Thiel is the reason we have J.D. Vance. And if that's not enough to hate him, I don't know what is.
He was co-founder of PayPal.
Yeah. And now he's a billionaire.
Yep. He is... I don't know if he's the founder or co-founder. The way that it's phrased here is a little strange, and I didn't bother looking it up. But a big old company called Palantir. They're doing, they're sort of an AI defense contractor.
Yeah.
That's cool. The future of war.
Yeah.
Future of automated war. He's making money off that.
Be terrified, everybody, because eventually there's going to be war robots, and that's when we all die.
Yeah. Unless you befriend one.
You gotta figure it out. You gotta get on their good side. I don't know how, but
you get Johnny Five to come on around. That was a war robot with artificial intelligence.
It's true.
Anyway, that's what he's making. Yeah. He was a big fan of Short Circuit.
Mm-hmm.
And
he never read Isaac Asimov. He should have read his Asimov, but Short Circuit got through.
Anywho, billionaire and
dickhead
Christian.
Yeah.
Big time.
I think that's what I said.
Isn't it? Big time dumb old Christian.
Yeah.
He was given a little speech not too long ago. At an event, I believe it was one of these that's been organized by an organization called the Acts 17 Collective. And you might think you know what that is, but Acts actually stands for something.
Oh dear.
It's acknowledging Christ in technology and society. And then it's also a reference to the chapter of Acts, where Paul is in Athens, and he's like, they take this like message of like their interpretation of it is that he was like trying to reach the influencers, right? He was trying to like,
I mean, Paul was trying to reach the influencers.
Yeah,
that's why he did write his epistles to the various hoities and toities of the ancient world.
And so like he's like, but this one particular chapter has some special meaning to these like tech types. And I'll say it again, acknowledging Christ in technology and society. So he was talking
so it's Acts event, what, 17?
Acts 17. And so he was speaking at this event where he started talking about the Antichrist. And apparently this has come up in recent interviews with him as well. But this specifically really came out. Somebody posted their notes from this event. Like there was no film or audio that got out. Just somebody posted their notes online saying, "Hey, this is what he was talking about."
Right.
Which also have also been removed,
mysteriously
taken down. But anyway, so he's been warning against the emergence of an individual or system that could exploit the fears of global catastrophe that's driven by AI in order to enforce a one world totalitarian state that undermines human freedom. This is his big concern, is that like, if you regulate this AI too much, right, then there's going to be this emergence of it's going to hasten the Antichrist.
Yes. This is definitely a theological concern for him and not at all a financial concern for him. He's definitely not trying to protect his investment by saying that nobody gets to challenge him.
Yeah, how dare you, Dan?
Regulate anything.
That is that's horrible.
Was I mean, being overly cynical?
Yeah,
I apologize.
No,
I apologize.
It's clearly simply an argument against the overregulation of the technologies that he just so happens to be heavily invested in.
Right. Yeah.
It's a clearly, Dan, how dare you? But anyway, these existential threats, he frames them in a sort of runaway dystopian science fiction sort of way. Surprise, surprise, if you start going down the road of Christianity too much. But Greg Epstein, who his name has come up from time to time on the show.
Not Jeffrey Epstein.
No, Greg Epstein. He's the humanist chaplain at Harvard and MIT.
Oh, right. Yeah.
He's come up, not in a long time. We haven't talked about him in a long time, but he has come up on the show before. They sort of talked to him for this article, and he said that the grandiosity of the claims made about the still largely unproven powers of AI had become so intense that rather than be ridiculed, tech leaders can say this is actually all backed up, not necessarily by science, but by that other very influential institution in human history, religion. Which is a way in which people have long made spectacular claims without a lot of evidence. So it's interesting that as this guy is like, sort of wrestling with a lot of the implications that AI represents, right? And that's what there's sort of there was another article that I read that was talking about this uptick in Christianity in the Bay Area and Silicon Valley. Like churches are starting to get a little bit more heavily attended, but specifically with tech people. And one of the big issues that keeps coming up is that they're trying to figure out these existential issues and problems that AI represents for them.
Right. And they just want someone to tell them that they're not being evil when they are.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah. And they're wrestling with all this like job displacement. And they're trying to justify this somehow. And again, be let off the hook. And that is what Christianity is so incredibly good at doing, is letting people off the hook for their evil and bad deeds.
Because there's a marketplace of theologies as well as like goods and services. And the marketplace of theologies is like the guy who's going to get rich being a pastor in Silicon Valley is the one who's going to find the way to theologically absolve these guys of the heinous crimes against humanity that they are currently in the process of committing.
Yeah. And have made fortunes off of, because I'm sorry, I know everybody loves social media, and I've been banging this drum for a long time about its ills and how much it harms people. And I know people still are just like, oh, Frank, he's so silly. Like,
well, both things can be true. It can be great and also have harms. Like, both things can be true.
I just feel like the harms have clearly, like, if you put all of the evil that has been wrought on American society and on our politics and on our psyches, right? You put that on one side of the scale and then you go, oh, but I got to wish this person that I knew in high school happy birthday. Like, wow, I don't know that these two
you're
really...
not trivializing one side of those at all. So I feel like you're very fairly presenting both sides.
No,
of the
but
issue.
like, I got to keep in touch with people, and I got to see what this other person who I don't really have. They might be my friend, but they're not really my friend. But I got to see what they had to say about this issue. When, I mean, come on. Like, we had such a hard time figuring out things before social media came along. We had such a hard time following the news before social media came along.
I agree that, like, social media, like, there are enormous problems that need to be solved, and it has been tremendously deleterious in many ways to our society and to individuals. I agree with you on that point. Mm-hmm. I don't agree with you about throwing the baby out with the bathwater. I think that there are also wonderful social goods that have come about only because of social media, and are only possible because of social media.
I know.
So we need to find a way to.
People used to connect and organize and meet up just fine on AOL chat rooms and on bulletin boards.
No, it was terrible.
And
it was a disaster.
I hate this baby.
Yeah.
And so I will throw this baby out.
Yeah.
I'm totally fine. Baby. Bye-bye, baby. Bye-bye.
We all understand your position. You have made it clear. Anyway.
An evil on society.
Thanks, curmudgeon Uncle Frank. Anyway, yes, I think there are horrible ills to it also.
Mm-hmm. Clearly, you do. Yes.
I'm changing the subject. We're gonna move on.
Good.
Unfortunately, I'm changing the subject to one Charles Entertainment Kirk. Charlie Kirk is, wow. If you're not watching this on YouTube, the face that Frank just made was, I'm gonna call it charming. Anyway, Charlie Kirk, he was a bad man. Probably shouldn't have been murdered, but he was just a bad guy, a horrible racist, misogynist.
I will change that probably to definitely.
Shouldn't have been murdered?
Yeah, definitely should not have been murdered.
Murder is wrong. And
murder is wrong.
We all believe that.
And even though I'm trying to modulate my voice real quick to serious, he should not have been. And fail.
And Frank has failed.
I'm serious in it.
I know.
I'm laughing at the absurdity of having to say this over.
Forget it. They know. Look, they know that
our listeners know
we're not pro murder.
Right.
I'm not sad he's gone, but I'm not glad that he was murdered. Anyway.
Right.
I might be mistaken though, because is he gone? Because we're in a weird fucking moment in history, and that moment includes AI.
Oh, shit.
And apparently the internet and beyond have abounded with AI created Charlie Kirk videos and photos and audio messages with his voice and his face saying and doing a whole bunch of stuff. And they're playing it not just on social media for each other. They're playing it in churches across the country.
Oh, no.
They are honoring Charlie Kirk by making him say shit he never said and playing it in their churches to uproarious standing ovations. These people know that it's not Charlie Kirk.
Right.
It is said, I mean, I presumably, at least in the ones that I read about, they said this is not real. This is AI.
Right.
But you and I know how confused people get, how easily human beings are befuddled. And this is not a good thing. The fact that you can take that all you need is a few of his videos, a few of anyone's videos, and you can clone them and make them say whatever you want and make it look exactly like them.
Yeah.
Don't do this.
We did not record this episode, for example.
Oh yeah. We've been using AI this whole time. There is no Frank and Dan.
No, there was up until about episode 706.
Yeah. Frank passed away years ago. I've just been using AI since then.
Remember how impressed we were when Roger Ebert all of a sudden had his voice? Right.
It's just like there are wonderful things that AI can do and will do. Amazing things. And resurrecting Charlie Kirk is the worst of them.
Oh golly. That's brutal.
It is.
But this is the future, Dan.
The other thing is that like what it means is now we already knew this. We already knew you can't trust what you see on the internet.
Right.
But that's 3,000 times worse now. Because there's not just like bad information, like real quotes from Charlie Kirk, real videos from Charlie Kirk were lies. Were already things you couldn't trust on the internet.
Right. Because the way that he would manipulate the
because he was a liar and a person who gladly misrepresented things all the time.
Yeah, those debates that he would put online were edited to make the liberal students look like idiots.
And also he handpicked which ones he'd put out there. And he'd gish gallop over people, and he would literally misrepresent honest facts. He would just be wrong.
Right.
But he'd be
and
wrong.
Probably knowingly wrong on a lot of them.
Absolutely knowingly wrong, but in ways that he knew were clever.
Yeah.
Cleverly wrong, like purposefully deceptive.
Right.
But now he's still making videos, and now it's cleverly deceptive in a bunch of new ways.
Yeah.
Like the things that he, quote unquote, he is saying, those are wrong. And he's not even saying them. They're just I guess it might be funny to start making him say stuff that we want him to say.
But that would be hellfire would like,
oh man,
the shit that would come falling down around our heads. At
very least it would
put something like that.
It would make the right wary of believing things. Maybe that would be a good outcome. If someone started anonymously, because you'd be murdered. But if someone started anonymously just flooding the internet with him saying a bunch of stuff that we know he would never say,
right.
That would be an interesting
experiment.
But the problem,
I am not. See what happens.
I'm not suggesting that anyone do it. I'm just saying it would be interesting if they did.
Yeah.
And they should let us know about it.
Because we'll talk about it.
We would be interested in knowing about it.
And maybe talking about it.
Yeah.
Eesh. Scary, Dan.
Yeah, I don't like it.
All right. Well, moving right along, Dan. You know those Bibles that Oklahoma bought? The God Bless the USA Bibles?
The Trump Bibles, yeah.
That Trump is like heavily invested in.
Yeah.
I mean, they're technically the Lee Greenwood Bibles.
Right.
The God Bless the USA, Oklahoma, what's his bucket? Ryan Walters.
Did you know,
directed?
Did you know Lee Greenwood also wrote God Bless Canada and a whole bunch? He modified it for a whole bunch of different countries.
God bless Bulgaria. Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Legitimately.
All right. I did not know that. Moving along.
Had to get that out there. I think that's fucking crazy.
The God Bless the USA Bibles that Ryan Walters ordered into the state schools, into the classrooms of schools throughout the state, whether they wanted them or not. And these are not cheap Bibles. Famously, they're like $60 or $70 a pop. And I don't think they got like a bulk discount or anything. They just ordered a bunch and spread them around. Get some money over to Trump. Right?
It was a blatant bid to get in Trump's good graces. Right. I think he was trying to become Secretary of Education for the nation, and it didn't work.
Well, anyway, now that they're out and they're in the classrooms, we can kind of get a glimpse of exactly what it is that is being put in front of the school kids.
Yeah.
The God Bless the USA Bible, let's see, it includes, this is sort of famously, we knew this was going to be a thing, it includes the Constitution of the United States, the Declaration of Independence, and the Pledge of Allegiance, and Amendments 1 through 10 of the U.S. Constitution,
right?
And none of the other ones.
I was going to say, you said it includes the U.S. Constitution, and I almost said, does it though? Because it decides to skip a whole bunch of stuff.
Well, yeah, because if you leave out these amendments, you leave out the abolition of slavery.
Yeah,
you leave out women getting the vote. You limit presidents being limited to 2 terms in the White House.
Right.
You omit, I think it's the 14th Amendment, the one that like basically every major civil rights case has ever been decided upon. Right. Gay marriage is based on that. I think abortion was based on it as well.
There's like every important right that we have is protected by the 14th Amendment. Super
pivotal amendment. Well, it is sort of smacks of maybe them not wanting you to know about these things, right?
Yeah.
And I also have to ask, does it include the original Constitution before we struck out the horrible parts about 3/5, like black people being counted as 3/5 of a human being and all that kind of crap? Like, is that the version? Is it totally the 100% untouched, unedited,
as the founders wanted
as the founders wanted version? Or did they kind of flub on that one? But the omission of the 17 amendments that come after the Bill of Rights being 1 through 10, it's a glaring omission, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of shocking.
It's wild.
It's like they don't want to be responsible for having put this before Oklahoma's school kids.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's something to
I think they
to know about.
I think they should have left in the 18th Amendment. Get rid of all those other ones, but leave in 18. That's the Prohibition Amendment.
Oh yeah.
And just make sure that nobody can drink alcohol anymore. Not in Texas, not with these educated kids. Oklahoma.
Right. It's Oklahoma, Texas.
Yeah, Oklahoma's just like I don't know which one's worse.
They are trying to outdo each other. I think.
They're in it is an arms race to oblivion.
Yeah.
Between those two. I will say this though. I'm going to pivot into my story, which is related to that story.
Oh,
because the man who was so dead set on getting those Bibles into those schools was Ryan Walters. We've talked about him many times.
Yeah.
Looks like a just the most punchable face. I'm looking at it right now and I just want it. I'm not a violent man. I haven't hit anybody since junior high when I was in a fight.
Oh no.
I just want to punch his face. He's just so punchable.
Wow. Ooh. Advocating for violence.
Not at all. Just expressing an emotion, which is the desire to punch that man's face. Anyway, Ryan Walters will not be the bane of Oklahoma schools anymore in his capacity as superintendent of the schools. He is leaving that position.
Oh no!
He quits. God damn it! He is leaving because he has been offered a much better job,
which is terrifying. I mean, the whole thing was always just trying to be a springboard for something else.
Oh yeah, he was doing literally as bad a job at his job as he was capable of doing, but he was doing it big.
Yeah.
Which is a way to go. You know what I mean? And it's worked out well for him because he is now CEO of the Teacher Freedom Alliance. Now, in case you're wondering what these teachers are wanting to be free of, it is good salaries and the protection that comes from being in a teachers union, first and foremost, because the second he was given this job, he started screaming overtly. He's not hinting at this. He is overtly saying, our goal is to crush the teachers unions.
Yeah.
You know, for education.
Yeah.
He's going to improve education by taking away the power of the teachers.
By making it like you get rid of the unions. Good luck attracting teachers at the wages that you want to be paying.
Right. Good luck. Yeah.
Like and stripping them of their benefits and the security in their jobs and everything that they have. It's not the reason people become a teacher, but it's probably the reason why people stay in the teaching profession. Not only a lot of people.
Not only that, but like giving them autonomy over like what they can teach and making sure that, you know, the state will have standards that they need to live up to. He wanted to get rid of those and replace them all with, you know, just the word Jesus. So he's
2 + 2. Jesus.
So I mean, he's not someone who actually wants education.
Yeah.
Which for whatever reason, the nutball right of this country has decided that education equals bad. And they are literally like, and it's not even close. They're not even pretending.
Right.
Like when the Secretary of Education in this country is a person who doesn't have, I don't even think she has, does she have any college degrees? She's a wrestling person. She's the wife of the guy who founded the fake wrestling organization.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
No career in education whatsoever. No experience with education whatsoever. They're not even trying to pretend like they care about education.
No, because they resent the educated.
Yeah.
Because it means that they're actually experts about things.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
They're actually people who know more than them because like they just want to make shit up.
Yeah.
They want to go with their gut. And there's people who are actually like, no, we've looked at this. We've done studies. And
we have data.
No, that's a terrible idea.
Exactly what happens when you do this.
And they're like, no,
I don't feel like that's right.
Yeah.
My feelings are different about that.
Yeah.
And my feelings are just as good as your PhD.
Yeah. And they feel like educated people are smug.
Uh-huh.
And they hate that.
Which they're not wrong about a lot of the time.
There are plenty of smug educated. But you know what? There are a bunch of fucking smug, uneducated people out there.
Oh my God. And the Dunning-Kruger effect of smugness.
Good Lord.
It's,
My God.
The peaks on the Dunning-Kruger graph are the same for smugness. Oh, God. Well, there you go, friends. If you would like to smugly write into us to tell us, who died in a plane crash or anything else about that we've talked about, please feel free to write into us, podcast@thankgodimatheist.com.
Or call and leave us a voicemail message. We'd love to hear from you. The telephone number is 424-666-8442. Like, comment, and subscribe. There's more show coming up.
All right, Frank. We've had some folks write into us, and we got some folks to thank in a minute. Let's start with B, who wrote into us to say, hello, I wanted to provide another take on the recent listener who wrote in about backwards knives and lined up dog toys.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember this?
Yeah.
One of our listeners wrote in and said some spooky stuff had been happening in her house.
Yeah.
And she was worried about evil in the world, and
sort of saying that she's a non-believer, but yet she can't shake this feeling. Right?
There's ghosty stuff is going on, and if evil ghosty stuff is happening, isn't there also good and there was a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
And you and I basically dismissed everything that she said and just said, no, there's no ghosty stuff. Don't worry about it.
Right.
Maybe we were not quite that dismissive, but that's kind of where we came down. Anyway. B goes on to say, I agree with what was said on the show, but I wanted to stress the importance of staying grounded in the physical world. There is danger in entertaining the spooky ooky realm as an explanation for real world events. Put in Kylie's place, I'd shrug off the camera issue and probably a single incident of an ill-placed knife. But if I arrived home to find shit inexplicably rearranged, I'm going to, 1, get out of the house, 2, call anyone that has a key to see if they had any reason to stop by, and if no, I'm going to call the police and ask them to do a check to make sure that nobody is in my attic or closets. Sorry if that comes off a little strong. My other pod hobby is true crime. Yes, those are poison. The true crime... They are going to make some very paranoid people out there, but it's not like it doesn't ever happen. So okay, that actually I do think that's it. It brings up an interesting point though, which is like if I think because your point was about effectively like if you're doing agent detection, I think is what you were talking about, right? Like you're experiencing the phenomenon of agent detection, and that's designed to keep you safe, right? And what B's bringing up is the flip side of it, which is if you just go, oh, this is spooky, right? Ooh, some ghost snuck in here. You're actually potentially making yourself not safe. Yeah.
Right.
And that's a valid point. It's why I wanted to read the email.
Which is if you're just dismissing it, there could be actual something going on and not just your imagination.
Right. Yeah. If there is something
or your
actually
bad memory, right, about where things were when you left the house or
I like how B words it that like if there's something weird in the physical world, stop looking for not physical explanations and start like wondering about like what's going on. Because it could be that you just forgot that you moved something.
Right.
We do shit like that all the time. But it doesn't hurt to be a little bit cautious, especially if you're living alone or whatever.
Yeah. No, agreed. No, I think that's a really good point. My mind didn't go there when you read that article before or that email.
Yeah. Mine didn't either. So I like that perspective. B says, not normal does not equal paranormal. And I like that.
Yeah.
All right. And B also points out that another thing to consider, if ghosts are people and most people are dumbasses that do stupid and cruel shit when they think they're incognito, it would be a much crazier world. And I think that is a valid thing.
Yeah.
If human beings really did stick around and like haunt this world, it would be fucking nuts. Because people are crazy.
Yeah.
People are not okay.
Well, and also how many people have lived and there's like how many haunted houses.
Right. All right. So this one I believe was unsigned. But it says, guys, you remember that you and I talked about living forever and that potentiality. This says, guys, didn't you know that we already have the technology to live forever? Med beds can cure any ailment, even regenerate missing limbs, including death. In fact, JFK is in one now. We just have to wait for the elite who are running the world to release them. They will be available for free, so if you ever receive solicitation to get a medbed session for a price, hang up. I learned this from my MAGA ex-friend who writes, quote, medbeds are just around the corner. They will heal/reverse memory issues in about 15 minutes. If I'm right, you'll start to hear about them in January. Maybe this is one of those sort of right-wing QAnon conspiracy things that like that there are already things that are keeping people alive indefinitely and
weird. All right.
People just believe shit. It's just so funny. And yet wealthy people keep dying. So explain that.
Yep.
Or turn into the withered old things that they are. Anyway.
Indeed.
Finally, we have this from Stu who says, hey, Frank and Dan, I'm a Patreon supporter, but I sent you an extra donation from PayPal this month for 3 reasons. 1, you deserve it for the work you do. Thank you. 2, I'm honoring the fact that I didn't, and will continue to not, participate in the Jewish high holidays. This is our old friend Stu, the fallen away Jew.
Okay.
And I gotta say, I'm gonna interrupt Stu for a second. I really like the idea of giving us the donation that you would have given to your church for a specific thing.
Oh,
why not?
Why not?
You know, if you've been thinking, what should I give? When should I give? Is there a reason? You know, a fast offering if you're an ex-Mormon.
Yeah.
To the Thank God I'm Atheist show. Not a bad idea. I'm not going to object. If there are high holidays that you participated in, that you were supposed to do a thing that like, now it's like, well, no, I'm not going to sit around and eat bitter herbs. Why would I do that? I'll send Frank and Dan the money instead. And then 3, Stu says, I wanted to hear my name on the podcast.
Ah.
So thanks, Stu. We appreciate it. So yes, thank you, Stu. Stu is a priest in our holy the priesthood that we have.
The fake priesthood.
Bless thee, Stu.
The fake and as real as the other fake.
As real as all of the other priesthoods.
Yes.
Just as powerful, just as magical.
Indeed. Well, I, Dan, have a couple people to thank on Patreon.
How exciting.
We have a new teacher by the name of Teresa.
Ooh.
And we have, Todd PM.
Okay.
Edited his membership to the priest level.
Oh.
So
Todd,
thank you
you're
so much.
The amount of power,
Yeah.
Can you feel it surging through you?
Yeah. So, amazing. Thank you. That is, this represents 2 things that you can do. You can become a new patron.
Yeah.
Or you can increase your patronage.
Yeah.
Either one we will accept.
And be so grateful for.
And indeed. If you'd like to join them, you can go to our website, thankgodimatheist.com/donate. And there's some options there. And then, of course, Dan, we have our top donor to thank, our Lord and Savior, Alexandra.
More show coming up. Okay, Frank.
Dan.
It happened, or rather it didn't happen again. You and I started this whole adventure.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God I'm Atheist in audio form.
Mm-hmm.
Began as you and I doing a rapture watch on a local radio station.
Local community radio. And we took over a show.
Yeah.
I knew somebody who had a time slot on the radio.
Yeah.
And he I think he gave us his last hour of his time slot.
Right.
And so we went in.
This was the day of Harold Camping's famously failed rapture.
Yeah. And so we did an hour of rapture watch.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we talked about it. We had some bits. We had a friend call in and act like he was being raptured.
Yeah. Like he was a couple of time zones ahead of us, and he was seeing it happen in real time.
Yeah. Our theory was that because Harold Camping said that it was supposed to happen at like, I don't know, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, right?
Right.
But he didn't say what time zone. So we were like, well, it must happen at 4 o'clock in
each of the time zones.
Each time zone.
As 4 o'clock sweeps past.
Yeah.
So it gets you.
That was our theory, and so we acted that out and everything. And it was a lot of fun. But
I'll tell you what we didn't have back then. We didn't have TikTok back then.
No, that's true.
And TikTok for this particular one, and I'm not 1,000% sure where this one started. It was a guy, I think, in South Africa.
That's what I heard. Yeah.
Who prophesied that the rapture was going to happen during the Festival of Trumpets, and had all of these numeric scriptural reasons why this was the year and why that was going to happen. And
it was something about FIFA. It was all supposed to happen before FIFA in 2026.
Before the soccer tournament?
Yeah. I caught that detail today. I'm still not entirely sure how that worked.
I'm against FIFA. I'm anti-FIFA. Antifa.
Anyway.
But
nonetheless, this thing caught, like, you're right to point out that with Harold Camping, it was just sort of the news covered it, and it was his followers.
Right.
Like immediate followers who were
But
obsessing.
they did go crazy about it. Like there were billboards about it here in Salt Lake City.
That's insane.
That's crazy.
I don't.
This is not camping. This is not Harold Camping area. So,
well, nonetheless, so when the rapture's coming, apparently you go a little nuts.
Oh my God.
And you do really dumb things like selling off your earthly goods.
Which we need to talk about, because, and we're not the first to point this out, but why are you selling them?
Yeah.
Why is that a thing? First of all, just leave them. Someone will take them. Put a note.
No, Dan. Okay, yeah. You do your thing. You do your thing.
I mean, just prepare, but like, keep them just in case.
So I have a theory, Dan.
Okay.
I think that if you convert all of your earthly goods into cold hard cash, you might be able to sneak some of it in your pockets, but there's no way you're getting your house or car in, right?
Yeah.
So because you're being raptured, right? You're just being like lifted up to heaven. So you got to get your money in your pockets
tape it
all over you, because
You're
US
like,
dollars, they spend everywhere.
I need it in cash, and I need it in the highest denomination bills you got.
Because I got to get it into heaven so I can buy me some of the good shit.
I'm putting a bunch in my mouth. I've got some under my pits.
Yeah.
Because I'm going up naked, so I got to
Oh, do you go up naked?
Well, a lot of people think you do.
Oh, see, that complicates my theory a little bit.
Well, you just tape it to your body.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know what I mean?
It's
that
like
would
smuggling it into the country with
country.
your clothes, right? I figured you could just stuff your pockets, and I guess you could put up your poop chute and
your lady chute. If you got one, it's oh man, it became. First of all, it was obviously Poe's law became the most important law in the world, because you could not tell if someone was joking about the rapture coming or if they were actually some people, some scrupulous people put, satire in the notes to the video or whatever.
Smart.
But it's hard to know, and that is the ethic, the ethos of these sorts of things.
Right.
But it's hard to tell, man. Which one? But there were some that were very clearly sincere about it. And the immediate thing that happened as they were posting about the rapture's coming, here's what I'm doing to prepare. And there were very cute videos about people writing notes and putting handwriting notes in Bibles that are here's what you do once we're gone. and and like slipping a 50 spot in there or whatever. Like that's going to be helpful. Like what are you doing here?
Yeah.
And just all sorts of preparedness. Like one person was, and again, I don't know what's real and what's not. One woman was talking about how she was prepping her house because she was certain her husband was staying and she was going.
She made a bunch of casseroles.
she made
put them in the freezer.
She had her recipes out, but she also had Bibles all strewn hither and thither so that he would know what to do. But like, yeah, a lot of people would like, I understand wanting to show your faith, like a big grandiose act of faith seems like it's going to get you in good with the big guy on the day.
Right.
So like giving away, I saw people talking about giving away their favorite things and trying to just divest themselves of stuff, which that's just bad strategy.
Yeah.
I think they need consultants. I think honestly, we should hire ourselves out as rapture consultants.
Yeah.
Because I think we could do a much better job. You're not thinking clearly when you think the Lord's going to come and get you.
Yeah.
And frankly, it's happened a couple times now. They should know better.
Is there a verse in the Bible about all the benefits that you can receive in heaven if you give your money to non-believers? Because we need to find it and then be like, hey, if you're being raptured, just,
here's the thing that shocks me.
Give us your money.
What I didn't see a lot of, I saw people talking about selling their house, selling their cars, selling their things.
Yeah.
I didn't see anyone talking about like giving to charity, picking a charity and giving it. And frankly, that seems like the move.
Yeah.
Like if you want to impress Jesus,
your last good deed.
But I got to think that on some level, deep inside of them, they can't bring themselves to do something nice for one of the baddies that has to stay behind.
But also, like earning points in heaven, that if you're saved by grace, which these people think they are, right? It doesn't matter what you do. I literally drove past a church this week that was like saved by his grace, not by your deeds.
And at which point it's like, cool, thanks.
Yeah, I guess. Okay, let me come in and be saved. And thanks, guys.
Yeah.
I think this whole thing, Dan, is just a testament to how bad things are. Right. The way that this took off, like it feels like it's ticking this like psychological need for people to like get the hell out of here. Right. Yeah. I'm a good person. I'm going to get raptured. Thank God. This place sucks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't you think? Because like, if there was an atheist, if there was a secular equivalent to being raptured and somebody was like, oh, it's happening today, you can, move to Switzerland or whatever.
We'd all be like, yes.
I'd be like, yeah. I know that's a good idea. Let me be.
Where is our
whisked
rapture?
Away.
Where is the get the liberals out of this shithole country and into someplace good rapture?
Yeah.
I need it.
Nobody wants us.
Just provide us with housing and we'll do good things. We'll contribute to society.
I know. No, like
you're right. Nobody wants us.
Nobody wants us.
We are way too loud, Frank. There's just no chance.
No, when France was making their big to-do about like, we'll take all the scientists. We got so many articles along those lines texted to us from Dave's mom, right? Because he's a scientist, right? Yeah. And it's like, I get the impulse. I don't know what
you're waiting on. If they're taking scientists, skadoodle on over.
Wrong kind. Well,
bonjour, everybody.
He's not a research scientist, which he doesn't have a lab, right? He's not doing like important research. He's
got a PhD. Surely he can do important research if he wants to. Just get over there.
That's not where his career's led him to. His career's about getting stuff approved at the FDA. Anyway, but I was also thinking, Dan, about the aftermath. Like the next day, You were expecting to be raptured.
Yeah.
You sold off all your fucking stuff.
Oh.
Like, what do you do the following day when like the sun rises?
Yeah.
And you have to face the reality of you having made this horrible mistake.
I can tell you, one of the brilliant things that happened on TikTok is that everyone who was absolutely certain that the rapture was coming, it was demanded of them in the comments section, will you be making an apology video after if it doesn't happen?
Oh, yeah.
Like that was all anyone was saying. You know, apologizing for misleading people.
Yeah.
And stuff. And several of them committed to doing so.
Oh.
And let me tell you something. The world was watching and waiting for that. And I did see a couple of people who made apology videos. But the thing that happens with that, now at least one of them, one guy who was an all-in guy did say, I'm just going to say, I said I was wrong. It didn't happen. I clearly misled people. I'm not going to move the goalposts. I just was wrong. And I'm really sad and I don't know what to do. But a lot of them were like, goalposts? What goalposts? That never happened. There's no goalposts. They're far, far away from here. No, that was a test. And I personally am very glad that I passed that test. And, you know, God is preparing us. And you clearly weren't prepared. And blah, 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 blah.
A test.
And the thing is that what kicks in instantly is what we know kicks in instantly. Like, yes, they are crushed. They feel terrible. And the only thing that can save their fragile egos is just deciding that it's okay and that they were right the whole time, but for a different thing.
Right.
But they were wrong about what they were right about.
Right.
You just do a little shifteroo. Because this is how humans have been the whole time. When the Great Disappointment happened and the Millerites were on the hill in the 1800s, and waiting for their big apocalypse, they all went down the hill eventually, and then a bunch of them stayed in the fucking religion.
It's wild.
It's just a thing that people do. The cognitive dissonance doesn't push people to question. It pushes people to dig in their heels harder. At least a percentage of the people.
Yeah.
Which is amazing and a good reason to further believe that we as a species are maybe nowhere near as advanced as we want to believe we are.
Yeah. Maybe it's time for AI. Like just
you know
take
what?
over.
It's
tell
the best
tell
thing,
us what to do.
It's the best thing we've invented. Let's just give ourselves over to it. Like we're riddled with cognitive biases, and you know, clouded by emotion constantly. We'll just do whatever the AI says.
Yeah, it's objective. It sort of sees everything.
And if it wants to kill us, listen, Peter Thiel's going to give it guns. So it will kill us if it wants to.
Like, this guy literally never watched Terminator.
Right?
Like, literally. Like, he's setting up the entire fucking thing.
He's just there like, what could possibly go wrong? We'll tell it not to shoot the good guys.
And he's like, don't stop me because the Antichrist will come if you try.
Right. Let me just type this into the program. Only kill bad guys. Good. And enter. We're safe.
And it objectively will look at all of us and correctly say, oh, everyone's bad.
They're all bad guys.
They're all bad.
I don't know why I was programmed by them to kill all of them, but okay, here we go.
Clearly objectively good. I don't care that you wrote a pretty little poem.
Right.
Oh,
No.
you took a lovely picture of your feet.
That Facebook post was quite kind. However, I did see the other ones as well. I saw your comments on Twitter, and no, I'm afraid you're going to have to go.
Yeah. That's a lovely portrait you painted.
All right. So we're all going to die. Thanks so much for listening, everybody. If you would like to write into us, you can do so, podcast@thankgodimatheist.com.
Or call and leave us a voicemail message. We'd love to hear from you. The telephone number is 424-666-8442.
To support the show that just told you AI is going to kill you, please go to thankgodimatheist.com/donate and give us some of your money before we're all dead.
This episode was edited by Roger Gowdy, and music was provided by the Red Rock Hot Club and Gordon Johnston.
Thanks for all. Bye. Bye.
Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank God I'm Atheist is a production of TGIA Media, LLC, copyright 2025, all rights reserved.